So for this review, I want to mainly focus on showing you some footage I recorded of me actually using the Quest 3, and then give you my opinions on it. But in case you haven't seen an unboxing video yet, here's a quick look at how it arrived. It came in a decent looking box with 2 pull tabs on the sides to get it open. After you open it, you get to see the main headset with 2 controllers. The controllers fit perfectly in my hand and are pretty convenient to use. The headset itself is slimmer than the previous generations. The straps are comfortable as long as you position them correctly. If you don't, the tabs on the back can dig into your head a little bit, making it unpleasant after a while. That being said, I definitely consider an upgraded strap if you're going to be using this a lot. So, on to the fun part. The quality of these VR goggles is pretty amazing compared to everything else I've tried. I'll admit I haven't used any of the really high-end VR goggles, but from what I did try, these are the best. I do recommend downloading an app to your phone to help you measure your IPD, which is basically the distance between your pupils, so you can know exactly what setting to set on the Quest 3. That can help eliminate some of the complaints I've seen about eye strain in reviews about these goggles. The AR on these goggles is very good. Things stay in the air exactly where you position them, although the quality of the pass-through looks a little worse than the footage you're seeing now, because the footage you're seeing now is shrunk down into a small screen, but when you're seeing it with the VR goggles, you're seeing it cover most of your line of sight. If you've never tried AR before, it's definitely really cool to be playing a game or watching a movie on a screen hanging in the middle of your room. Controlling things with your hands can be a little finicky at times, but as you can see, it does a great job of recognizing where your hands are and allowing you to control and manipulate objects without the need for the controllers. Double tapping the headset will put you in a full private VR space where you can interact with your screens and menu. The boundary settings this has are excellent and give you a fair warning before you hurt yourself, so I was able to walk around the room freely in VR. The boundary also works great in games and I haven't had any issues with it. It's actually a very trippy feeling switching back to AR and seeing your surroundings after being in full VR for a while, because I would lose track of where I was located in the room being in VR. Now as for the gaming quality you get, it depends on the game. Some were meh, some were great. But having tried this out on Red Matter 2, I can tell you this is capable of some pretty amazing graphics and quality. The textures and graphics of the game combined with the Quest's remote feedback, processor and screen quality made this an especially cool experience. This is a game you can play standalone on the Quest 3, no PC required. I'm actually amazed at the level of detail this VR headset is able to handle. Even the reflections in the ice and the liquids in bottles have their own physics. So overall, I'd say the Quest 3 is 100% worth it if you're just thinking of getting into VR. For the most part, I've been sitting on the sidelines because in my opinion, none of the other VR goggles had that mix of quality to utility to make me take the plunge and make that purchase, but this one clearly did. I do believe the Quest 3 will go a long way into making VR more mainstream.